If you lose the ball the moment a defender gets close, this might be the most important football video you watch this year. I'm not going to show you fancy skills. I'm not going to give you drills that only work in training. I'm going to show you one game-real fix that stops this from happening when it actually matters, in matches. Because if you're honest, this situation feels familiar. You receive the ball, you hear footsteps behind you, you know the defender is close. Your heart rate jumps, your touch feels rushed, and instead of playing football, you panic. You force a pass, you clear the ball, or you lose it. And when that happens, you think, I need better technique. But here's the truth most players never hear. You are not losing the ball because of your feet. You're losing it because of what happens before the ball even reaches you. Watch most amateur players and you'll see the same pattern. They stand still, they wait for the ball, they receive it square to pressure. So the moment the ball arrives, the defender arrives with it. No time, no options, instant pressure. Now watch elite players, players like Messi, Luka Modric, or Ronaldo. They don't wait for the ball, they move early, they scan constantly. They receive already knowing what comes next. That's why they look calm even when the game is fast. The difference isn't talent, it's preparation. Average players think after they get the ball. Good players think before it arrives. And elite players already know their next action before the pass is even played. This is the habit that changes everything. It's called pre-scanning and body shape. And once you fix this, pressure stops feeling like pressure. Let's break it down. Before the ball reaches you, you need two quick scans. The first scan tells you where the defender is. The second scan tells you where the space is. This isn't awareness. This is decision-making in advance. When you scan early, your brain is already ahead of the defender. Now here's where most players fail. They receive the ball square to pressure. When your body is closed, you trap yourself. You can't see the field, you can't escape pressure, your only option is backward or panic. Elite players do the opposite. They open their body. They receive side on, with one shoulder facing the field and the other protecting the ball. This simple adjustment gives you more vision, more options, and more time. Now let's talk about the first touch. Your first touch should never be neutral. A neutral touch kills time. A good first touch does one of three things. It creates space, it removes pressure, or it forces the defender to commit.
Watch players like Kevin De Bruyne or Mbappe. They're not faster than everyone else, but their first touch always moves them away from danger and toward space. And this is where psychology comes in. When defenders press, they rely on panic. They expect you to rush. They expect you to react late. They expect mistakes. The moment you look calm, open your body, and take a purposeful first touch, they hesitate. And hesitation is everything. Because the defender is under pressure too. They're scared of being beaten. They're scared of overcommitting. When you slow the game down, you flip the pressure back onto them. This is why players like Busquets always look unbothered. They're not slower, they're just ahead. Now let's train this properly. Not with cones, not with fancy setups, with something that actually translates to games. Here's a simple drill you can do alone. Stand 5 to 7 meters from a wall. Pass the ball against the wall. Before it comes back, scan left and right. Open your body as the ball arrives. Take your first touch away from the imaginary pressure. At first, do this slowly. Focus on scanning. Focus on body shape. Focus on intention. Then increase the speed. Once that feels comfortable, add randomness. After scanning, decide at the last second which direction you'll take your first touch. This trains decision-making under pressure. One important warning: if you rush this drill, you're missing the point. This is not about speed. This is about calm, because calm is what survives pressure. Most players train fast. Elite players train controlled. Here's another mistake to avoid. Don't stare at the ball. The moment your eyes drop, your awareness disappears. Your eyes should scan first, then trust your touch. That trust is what separates confident players from panicked ones. Remember this, pressure doesn't beat you. Panic does. When you scan early, open your body, and take a purposeful first touch, pressure becomes predictable, and predictable pressure is easy to escape. If you stayed until now, you're already ahead of most players. Try this in your next session, not once, not twice, every single time you receive the ball, and notice how different the game feels. In episode 2, we'll take this one step further, because once you can keep the ball under pressure, you need to learn how to stay calm when the defender steps in. That's where most players freeze. Watch again. Train smarter.